Hi everyone, this is Astral Duskguard. I'm making a little impromptu build guide video just because people have been asking me about Guardian builds a lot in the guild and just people I come across. So I'm just throwing something together. I also have some footage from just a random Melandru event in the end just to show a bit what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna dive right into it. I run an off-tank build, at least in my own opinion. I run Night Scare all the way through with Superior Rune of the Traveler on my armor. I run Knight's Weapons as well, nice trinkets, but instead of the regular jewel in the trinkets, I run the Azurite jewel instead, just to get that little bit of extra vitality in there. The back piece is supposed to be an Ascended Soldier's, but I haven't actually made it yet. I had it on my previous Guardian, but I re-rolled into a Norn, so I haven't had the chance to remake it. But yeah, I run Knights all the way through. On my weapon I run the the Fire Sigil just to get an extra bit of damage out. You can ignore my stats right now because I'm standing in Wayfarer foothills, so they're kind of useless. But I can include the real totals later on. As for my traits, I run 20-0, 30-20-0. In Seal I run Fiery Wrath, so I can put on some extra damage on veterans and champions and whatever by triggering the Virtue of Justice. I also run Sealess Blade to get extra damage and a bit of a heal. Now, the heal on Sealess Blade is not a huge one, but with the December 10th patch it actually got a little tiny boost, so it's more affected by healing power now. I have nothing in Radiance, as you can see. In Valor I run Purity to lose an extra condition every 10 seconds, which of course works really well with Signet of Resolve, which does the same. I run Retributive Armor to get extra precision based on my toughness, and also Altruistic Healing to apply a boon. No, to heal when I apply a boon to allies. I run Superior Aria on Honor to get shouts down in cooldown, because I do run a triple shout build, unless the situation calls for it, where I then change Stand Your Ground to something more useful. Maybe like Condi Cleansing or whatever's needed. I also run Empowering Might, of course, just to make use of altruistic healing, which also means that not only will I heal myself when I crit, I also heal myself on regular attacks and crits, of course. So it's double heal on crit, as well as boosting my allies. And I also eat food to increase my precision even more, to ensure that those crits land, and to have a 66% chance to lifesteal on critical and even more precision boost, just to make absolutely sure that I get all the healing I can in there, just as pure sustain while fighting, so that I only have to use my actual healing skill when I absolutely have to. For the most part I usually stick with my greatsword. simply because I prefer it. It has really nice damage, it has blind, it has pulls and interrupts, it has Symbol of Wrath, of course, which adds even more boons to both myself and allies, which is more healing for me, and also vulnerability on enemies, so that I do a bit more damage to them while that is up. As I said, for the most part I save Virtue of Justice for tougher champions, since I have that extra damage on burning enemies. Don't forget that Virtue of Justice also applies to allies around you. So if different people are targeting different enemies, or at least proccing on different enemies, you can actually get burning on an entire group of enemies at the same time and just throw down an AoE or whatever and do pretty significant boost in damage. I usually run Greatsword with Hammer as my alternative, just for like big ambush situations or trash mobs or whatever. I can switch to Hammer and I can lay down Ring of Warding or AoE in mobs, just get some control in there. I also have a stack sigil on the Hammer, which is Sigil of Perceptions, to get that crit rate a bit higher when I can be bothered. I also switch it out with Scepter Focus for times when I have to kite stuff. Maybe I'm taking down a champion or a world event boss or whatever, and it's not viable to stick in melee range. So I have the focus to break out into kiting range and just play it safe, basically. So yeah, that's basically what I'm running. As I said, the shouts you can change as needed, but I usually don't have to unless I'm running fractals or dungeons that require me to have condition cleansing. I very rarely switch my elite because the renewed focus one is just really good. As for those of you who do world versus world, the build does work really well in Surging. I don't really do a huge amount of world versus world at the moment. I've just come off my legendary project, so I'm kind of just chilling out at the moment. But yeah, Surging is really good. Roaming is quite nice as well if you're like 2, maybe 3 people. Solo roaming is not, in my experience, the perfect situation, but that may well be because I absolutely suck at it. So yeah, feel free to try it out. I'll have a little show and tell video of just unedited Melandru event, and in the end I'll just take a still of the actual stats at level 80 instead of these crappy ones at level 11, just so you can see what it ends up at. Thanks for watching and enjoy.
afford fear in times like these.
There, we've secured the center of the temple.
We'll need a few moments to begin the disabling process.
Wait, you smell that? Something foul.
The nighttime corruption raised it as a horror.
Let's hope it was alone, and get to work shutting down this temple.
That's refreshing.
Seems quiet for the moment. Let me set up the interrupter.
Do it quickly. We may not have much time before more undead show up.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
The battery's dead. It's going to take several minutes to recharge.
Here come more of our risen friends. Defend the interrupter with your lives.
Defense, then offense.
More Risen! Keep them away from the interruptor.
Save yourself!